Okay, am I live? Am I live? I believe I am live. Let's do it. Twitter is a funny place, man. Absolutely hilarious place, I tell you. We're going to get into it and talk about some things that happened. What's up, Glacier? What's going on, man? I saw your tweet, by the way. Funny dude, man. SloMo's a strong man to have completed Starfield. I mean, like it's not that serious. You funny, bro. People have I forgot what I was about to say. No, people act like completing Starfield is running a marathon or something. It's really all about what you choose to do when you play games. When you play your games, and you know, I'm not the biggest of RPG fans. Wait, let me switch that around. I'm not the biggest of Bethesda RPG fans. I'm a big RPG fan, period, right? But Bethesda RPGs, not so much. So I'm not going to play them the way people say, hey, you just go, explore. Just go explore. Just go run around and do stuff. Just do nothing and just do random stuff and see how much fun you have. What's the plot, bro? I need to know what the plot is. Where's the script at? Where are we going? What we doing? Now, the as I said before, when I talked about Starfield, the faction quest lines, amazing. Really well thought out, well written quest lines. The main story, they tried to give you a watered down version of Mass Effect 1's story to a degree. I don't think they really accomplished their goal with that. But that's it's here, there. I still got the game installed. I started New Game Plus. I kind of regret doing that at the time that I did it. I probably should have waited on New Game Plus and just wouldn't completed some of the other faction quest lines that I had that completed, but I was having fun with. Because when you go into New Game Plus, all that stuff is, of course, gone. And as well as a significant portion, actually all of your inventory. I did not expect to lose all of that. Basically, you only keep your levels and the knowledge of the things that have occurred in the game and whatnot. But I do like how the New Game Plus isn't just a feature in the game, but it's a part of the narrative. When you play the game, you understand what I mean. Like says that Bethesda was all over that game, and I knew it was going to be that way. Slayer says, feels like I'm playing with menus at points. Still fun though. Yeah, look, man, you will absolutely spend a significant number of your time trying to be unencumbered. Whether that means dumping stuff or being very judicious in what you choose to pick up. It is what it is. Lady Foxfire, what's up? How you feel? I'm feeling good. I know there may be a lot of people. And shout out, what's up, Ice Queen and Deli and Smitty? What's up, guys? There may be a lot of people that have listened to a Twitter space that occurred last night and may be wondering exactly what's good. Why is the Stream Elements bot still saying you're okay? I get it, Stream Elements. Thank you. This is like your third time saying that. Totally. That was it. Let's get that X-Defiant gameplay going. Well, we do have to wait until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time, to get it started. But yeah, I'm gonna jump in. I haven't played X-Defiant since early this summer. I'm a little confused why they're doing another public test when they put out a message saying they failed certification. This public test seems like it's just on PC. From what their tweets show, it just said, hey, connect to the Ubisoft store Ubisoft Connect to preload the beta, the public test, and I'm just like, so no crossplay with PlayStation and Xbox this time? What is going on? You know, weird, very weird. Oh, happy birthday to Ice Queen Gaming. Having a glass of sangria, is that it? My eyes, I don't know. Oh wow, am I going blind? I can barely see. Deli said that failed certification wouldn't let it happen, but they said they were launching the game, Deli, but instead we're just launching it in public test. Maybe that's it. Maybe the build they're going to have us playing is the failed build that didn't pass PlayStation and Xbox certification. I have no idea, but that's the game we're gonna play a little bit later once we get through some of these topics here. How's my mic sounding right now? I just want to make sure that I sound good, so that, like, because I love you guys, but sometimes I be sounding all kinds of like to be clipping. And my noise gate's too aggressive. Y'all can barely hear what I'm saying. And y'all just be letting me sit here, just run my mouth and talk. And nobody say nothing until like 30 minutes in, someone goes, "Hey, SloMo, don't nobody know saying nothing you saying right now." And I'm just like, I've been talking for like 5 years. Mic sounds clear, sounds good. All right, thank you, John. Thank you, Def Lloyd. Let's get into this. And I titled this Lunchtime with SloMo Accountability and Transparency, because I think that's something that is going to be the theme of today's show, because it's really the root of a couple of topics today. One of them a gaming industry related topic, and the other a gaming community related topic. We're going to tackle the gaming community related topic first. First thing I want to do is I want to shout out to the homies Jay Bari and Persona, who had a space yesterday that was 5 hours long. And I like to go in on them sometimes for having spaces that take a long time, but this was unfortunately necessary. This space needed to be that long. It probably needed to be longer, considering the details of what came out. And I was made aware of the majority of why that space occurred, which is due to someone that I thought was a really cool person in this community, someone whose podcast that I had recommended people go watch, retweeted it, shouted out on my show on DPS before, shouted out on Lunchtime with SloMo before. This is Dre Watson. And some of you may have seen Dre in the chat before. You probably won't see Dre in the chat ever again. And that's not because I banned him on this channel. If he does show up, I will ban him on the channel, but he's probably not coming back. And that's what scammers do when scammers get exposed. They go move on to scam other people. And if that's a shock to you, then, that's not an indictment on anything. It's a shock. It was a shock to me too. It's a shock to a lot of people. When I was initially told 2 days ago about what had been occurring and what he had been doing, I was flabbergasted. I actually was even making excuses a little bit for him. Well, maybe we don't know the full story. And this is clearly before I got all the abundance of information that came out. All the numbers of people that he scammed. I didn't have all that information at the time. So of course, me thinking this was a cool dude, maybe my ability to discern things, not as good as I thought it was. But I made excuses. And the person I was talking to was just like, no, you don't have the information I have. Like I've got receipts, documentation, going all the way back to April. And then some of the later stuff is just a few weeks ago. And I'm just like, but it wasn't until I'm listening to J Barry and Persona Space, and I'm getting frustrated because it's like, and in retrospect, I understand what they were doing. They were trying to make him comfortable so that he could be more open about some things. But I was hot, so bump his comfort. I wanted information, and there was a whole other thing going on with some other dude named Dion. I don't know Dion. I don't care about Dion. I was focused on Dre. Let's get back to Dre. Dion can go have a coconut smile somewhere. Let's talk about Dre, right? And his responses to questions really started to irk me because they were very vague and he was barely speaking, and people would ask him direct questions, and he was really giving not direct, quantifiable answers. He was being asked, how many people did you ask for money? And he wouldn't give you an exact number. It was like probably 5. Initially he said, oh, all this occurred 3 years ago. And I'm just like, when I heard that, I was like, no. You did this year. What you talking about? And then he's like, well, it was just 5 people. And I'm like, because I was told of specific instances that were more than 5. This is before me going into the stream, where the hosts of the stream are being bombarded with direct messages from people they were not aware of that were scammed by Dre. And it wasn't just, it was wild because like it wasn't like he personalized these messages. The dude was it was copy pasta. It was ramen noodle copy pasta. Hey man, I don't know. I'm not hacked. I'm not hacked. Hey, I need some help. I just need $20 for some food. Can you hook a brother up? I'm only asking because you's a friend. I mean, give or take, that's it. I saw the same DM message from multiple people where it was basically the same message. And it's just, what you doing? His responses for why he did these things? Oh yeah, so look, I needed money so I could look for a job. Huh? Show of hands, even though we're on the internet and can't nobody see our hands, but raise your hand anyway. Raise your hand if you looked for a job before. Raise your hand, or keep your hand raised if you had to pay money, significant amounts of money to just look for a job. Because if I recall, LinkedIn jobs is free. Back in the day, I don't know if Monster is still around, but Monster was free. Glassdoor jobs, free. Just going to the website of the company you want to apply for, free. Free freaking 99. So what exactly do you need money from people for? Oh, and the dollar amounts. Let me get to that. So he initially went with like, it was about 5 people, and then it was like, all right, so I've been exposed a little. It's about 15 people, 20 people. Yeah, okay, it's north of 30. At this point, we know it's north of 30. Then we start talking about the dollar amounts. The dollar amounts. He tried to say it's probably a little more than $800, and everybody me, it was like, no, brother, it's more than that. Why are you lying? The disrespect you gotta have for people that you were supposedly cool with, to you've been exposed. Like, no one believes that you weren't scamming. So you've been exposed. At this point, all you can do is hope for people to forgive you, give you a second chance. Most people don't even get that, but a lot of people liked you. So you had that opportunity. But you lost that opportunity when you decided to continue to lie to people. $800, bro. This dude got $1,200 from one individual, and he had the audacity to mumble out $800. That was the part where, shout out to a couple people real quick. Shout out to Luca, my friend Luca, who came in and initiated, I would say, the kind of energy that needed to be there at that time. Shout out to her. Shout out to Chips, who was doing the podcast with Dre at that time, and also provided money to Dre. I think $80 of some sort. Like definitely didn't get hit as hard as other people did, but definitely has some skin in the game, so to speak. But when I heard $1,200, like, I was on the road. I was listening to this. I was on the road, and John said, Detective Luca never lets foolishness slip away. Look, we a different breed, yo. Luca and I we be seeing some of this stuff, and we be like, you see what they just said? I saw that. We have our eye on things. I think that's also kind of why he never asked, like me or Luca, certain people. It wasn't that he thought that we were people that just immediately would know he was scamming, but we would definitely, he definitely would have had kind of caused us to have our antennas up. We definitely would have been like, hey, because what a lot of people did to protect, his privacy of someone who potentially is in need, not say nothing, or either help and not say anything, because why? You don't want to be the kind of person that helps other people and then you're going around bragging about helping people. Then you're kind of a douche, right? But sorry, if someone asks me for money and someone's within this community, I'm gonna go talk to other people I know to the side and be like, hey, you ever see so-and-so ask for money? And then if it's yes, and then we start comparing screenshots and it's the same message, oh yeah, I'm blowing up your spot, bruh. Immediately. Because this needs to be addressed. Uncover this. We're going to uncover. We're going to take all this stuff that's happening in the dark and bring it to the light, kind of deal. That's just how I am. Deli says 2,500 is confirmed. More people coming out today, so it's clearly near or over 3,000. Yeah, it's absolutely over. I knew it was over 3,000 yesterday. Cassie, can I get some bread? Cassie, no, I ain't got it. I mean, I got it. I ain't got to give. Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Oh man. So yeah, I came in a little hot in that stream, and I was a little upset because it was the $1,200, that number that it wasn't all at once. It was over the course of like 3 months. So over the course of 3 months, he extracted $1,200 from a very giving person. And I think the most unfortunate aspect of the whole thing is that for people who are really in need, but this definitely is going to prevent people from providing for those who need the help. And we've seen scammers in this community before. Like, it's not new. There's nothing new under the sun around here. What's up? What's up, Beds? How's it going, man? But there's a way to go about things. Let's go back to accountability and transparency. There was no accountability for his actions last night, because you can't be accountable for your actions when you refuse to give specifics of what was done and admit what you actually did. Did you know the dude actually came out with like a so-and-so Suedo apology tweet before this, the day before? And did you know there were people in that reply to that tweet that you can tell had no idea what he was talking about and was just trying to be supportive and helpful to him? Like, it's stuff like that make you go, bruh, are you really apologizing for what you did, or are you just trying to appear for the people who are upset at you that you're apologizing? Because at no point in your message did you acknowledge what you did in detail. At no point did you acknowledge why it was wrong. And at no point did you decide to make amends with any of the people that you wronged. He said some generic, oh, hey, we all make mistakes, which is true. But you know what's a mistake? You woke up one day, you did something that's out of your character. One time. That's a mistake. Whoopsie, my bad. I'ma do better. That was a mistake. Maybe my pH balance is off. Maybe my chakras are off. Maybe the devil was on my shoulder today. I ain't get enough sleep. I was in the wrong. My bad. You made a mistake. This dude's been doing this since 2021, at least. That's not a mistake. That's a pattern. Pattern of behavior. That's your character. That's who you are. You are someone who will hit someone up while they're on vacation. You ever been on vacation? Virtual show of hands again of the amount of people who've been on vacation. And you go on vacation and you think you budgeted enough money so you ain't gotta go dip into savings account. You ain't gotta go dip into the other account, the rainy day account. I got the money I need. It's a bit more expensive out here than I thought it was gonna be. Man, Maui is Mauiing my wallet. Ah, man, imagine knowing someone's on vacation like, hey, could you provide me some money? And you don't need it. Imagine hitting up people that you know are actually really going through something and doing the same thing. Scumbag mentality, bro. That's not a mistake. It's who you freaking are. It's who you are. Right, Def Lloyd? I spent $860 taking my kids to be bored at Disney World in Orlando this summer. You think I'm going to be out here dying in the heat, trying to keep some old lady who passed out right beside me from dying in the heat, and you hit me up for money that you don't need? Respectfully, jump off a bridge. Just straight up. And this is that's not a mistake. And so when I jumped into that call, I jumped into that call because I was hot. Because here's someone that I actually had respect for, someone who I thought was a cool person in the community, someone who I thought better of. And clearly I did not know this person all that well. We don't know any of these people that's in this community. That should be the lesson that you learn here. But I was sick and tired of his mumbling nonsense. And I was sick and tired of not getting real answers. I wanted to know how much money he extracted out of people. And instead of actually giving us the full number of the funds received that he's had through Cash App. Because literally everyone said, yeah, I sent him money on Cash App. Instead of doing that, we got BS. And frankly, and I had nothing else really to say to him if he wasn't going to just be honest with how much money he got from people. Because that's the beginning of, you want to really make amends? First things first, I scammed this X amount of people out of X amount of dollars. I will give this money back. I can't do it all at once, but I will give this money back to people. We got zero of that. Because he's not sorry. What really irks me, and I'm tired of seeing it. So tired of seeing it. Now I'm starting to get hot just thinking about it. Is when people use religion to create a persona. And it's not the lifestyle that they live. It is not who they are. When you're going around providing scripture and Bible verses every morning, and you don't even know what the Bible verse means, what it's really talking about, the actual fruit of the Bible verse of what it's trying to convey to people, get your hypocrite behind out my face, yo. Cassie says, man, what killed me was that he asked and got money from Wolf, and that man was on well. Right, Wolf had I believe a kidney transplant. Here's someone that's, has a health concern, and you scamming him too. Zero shame. So I blocked him on everything, even though as soon as people started talking about legal actions and legal issues that may come to light due to his scamming activities, he immediately jumped out of that Twitter space, deactivated his Twitter account, and privated all of his other social media. Interesting how he was slow to do anything in that call, slow to give us information. I use Lyft. I need the money for Lyft to go to job interviews. All right, well, Lyft has transaction history. Show your transaction history that you actually used Lyft. Nothing there, but you can quick, fast, in a hurry deactivate your Twitter account as soon as you hear that legal action might be coming towards you. So, transparency. Let me move on because I don't want to hang on this for too long. I'm saying this to everyone that's here because I don't want anyone to feel like if you are in need that you shouldn't ask for help. I'm not saying that. There's just a way to do that. And I'm not saying that if you have a heart to give that you shouldn't give. I just want y'all to have some discernment on how people act so that you may be able to avoid getting got like this. Transparency. I spoke to someone yesterday who has a big following, much bigger following than mine. They got like double the amount of followers I have on Twitter. Their YouTube platform is way bigger than mine. They rub shoulders with all the industry people. And I'm talking with them on the phone. And they're talking about how even with all that, right, they had a financial need to bring a relative in town to go see off a relative that was passing away. And what they chose to do is they chose to make a public message to everyone, explain what money was for, and if you have the ability to give, please do. And as soon as they got what was needed to get the job done, they let everyone know, don't send any more money. We don't need any more money. We got what we needed. Thanks everyone for giving. Accountability. Transparency. You really, even though this could be a scam too, because we've seen people in this community do this and it turned out to be a scam. But you really want people to give and in an organized manner and to have people comfortable in them giving. Do a GoFundMe, bro. Just do a GoFundMe. In the GoFundMe, you can have all the time in the world to explain all the space and the character limit to describe in detail why you need this money. And then people can give at their leisure. But he didn't do that. What he did was he took a message, copy pasted it to a bunch of people, the majority of which were people who were people who may have trusted him due to the associations that he had. People who were newer to the community and didn't know about the history in this gaming community with scammers. And literally just people who seemed to be genuinely nice people that would give. He took advantage of those people and he did in private. And to top it all off, before he tried to private all his social media, he missed one. That PSN account that was likely paid for by other people on that PS5 that's likely paid for by other people. This man decided to just go play COD after he immediately left that Twitter space once legal action was brought up. And that's who he is. No accountability, no transparency. I'm gonna go play COD with the $70 minimum game I have on the $500 or $400 minimum console I have, with the overpriced online service that you guys paid for. Thanks a lot. So let's all kind of use this as a lesson. Because he ain't going to be the last scammer around here. He ain't the first, he won't be the last. But what we can do is have better discernment. And I'm not blaming nobody. Trust, I'm not blaming anybody for what happened. But I'm just saying, you live and you learn. and if we're a bit more open with what is going on with people, how people are moving behind the scenes, we can be able to suss this kind of stuff out before it goes 2-3 years in of him scamming people out of thousands of dollars. So good luck to that dickbag. Anyway, let's talk about Jim Ryan. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. So Jason Schreier of Bloomberg News tweeted out some information that he had heard from his sources that Jim Ryan was going to resign. Now, when I first saw that tweet, I immediately started clicking on Jason Schreier's profile to make sure this was really Jason Schreier saying this. Because that's some crazy, that's like super, super big news there, right? And we're definitely going to talk about this tonight on DPS, but we're probably going to talk about it. We won't talk about it in detail. I don't think we have a guest coming in, but I wanted to kind of get into a couple of things that I probably don't want to say. Some theories that I'm seeing, and some things that I don't know whether I want to say on our family-friendly podcast. I mean, I'm not going to get slanderous out here or anything. But a lot of people have a lot of theories on why Jim Ryan is leaving PlayStation, and I'm seeing a lot of people making comments. I don't know if they ever worked in the corporate environment before, but not everything is what it seems. I know for a fact that there are people in high levels at company, whether it be directors, CEOs, VPs, whoever, who will be forced out. In the official statement that's given publicly, or even the statement that's just given internally to the company, is a statement that is not necessarily true. I'll give you two examples. When I first started working in IT, and this was probably back in, my career changed, focused in on IT, made it a career. My first job was as a junior network administrator. And this was back in 2013. But the events that happened, two separate events that happened in the same year occurred in 2014. Now, the first one, and I'm going to change some names here, of course. Let's say this guy's name is Brandon. Brandon is leaving the company. Decides to go work for another government contractor that is a bit of a rival, but not a direct rival. Brandon's leaving on his own terms. Brandon puts in his resignation letter and his stop date, and he's got a 2 weeks notice. From the moment he did that, Brandon began trying to prepare his successor and the people that would be taking over his role. In the meantime, what's up, Oliver? What's up, Neil? What's up, Simeon? Long story short, me being in IT, it is my job to provide access to networking tools. And it's also my job to deny access when that is necessary. So with Brandon, it wasn't until the day after he was gone that I got the request to go in and disable all his various VPNs, disable his Active Directory, forward all his emails to the person that would be taking over the accounts and stuff that he was doing. That kind of deal. That's typical when someone leaves your company. Makes sense. But let's talk about what we were going to call this guy. Let's talk about Eddie. So Eddie is different. You see, Eddie has a different role, a different job, and Eddie decided, I ain't doing that job. I don't feel like it. Eddie was asked to come into work, and it was part of his role to handle things on an emergency level. We got some secure things. We need Eddie to come in and deal with the secure things on a Saturday. And Eddie decides, I ain't doing it. I don't feel like it. I'm busy with family. So I'll go handle that on Monday. You're just going to have to wait. And instead of waiting, they decided, well, we could be doing what Eddie can spend all the time he wants with family. Because he ain't got a job no more. We're firing Eddie. I was aware of Eddie's new employment situation before Eddie was. Because on Sunday, I was told, hey, SloMo, shut down his VPN. Hey, shut down his email. Forward all his emails to me. Shut down everything. Because we're going to fire his behind first thing in the morning. But even then, because of how long Eddie been with the company, and not all companies do this, but companies will do this. Eddie has a family. Eddie's wife and kids don't need to be that adversely affected due to Eddie's stupidity. And so, they allowed Eddie the grace to tell everyone that he was leaving the company at the end of the month. Even though he was fired that morning. And even though Eddie didn't have access to anything work related, he was just showing up to work and using his time in his office to look for a new job. Because he didn't have access to nothing no more. But do you see how on the surface both of these examples look the same? There's a stop date for both of them. They're still coming into the office and working. But one guy was fired and the other guy wasn't. I say this to say, when Jim Ryan says, I'm here and I'm leaving March 24th, 2024. It's my last day. And I'm leaving because the stress of driving from not driving, good grief. How do you drive over the ocean, right? I'm sorry. Flying back and forth from the UK, from where my home is in the UK to the United States where my job is, the stress. Hey, look, we all have taken a job before and thought that we could handle a job that we couldn't handle. You know, I can't do night shift. I took a position within my company, a promotion to work night shift. And I was like, it was more money. It was going to be great. I was like, yeah, I could do that. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problems. Work where? You need me to work from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m.? I'm good. After a year, I thought I was going to die. No cap. I thought I was going to die. I was certain that I was going to fall asleep behind the wheel at like 4 in the morning trying to drive home and end up crashing because I could not sleep during the day. Somehow, like, my body was just like rebelled against it. And it's difficult being an adult and having to do adult things when you need to be going to sleep because you gotta work. When other people are sleeping, you need to be at work. And when they're at work and the rest of the world is at work, you need to be sleeping. There'll be days where I would have 0 sleep. And I'm just like, I got work in 2 hours. I am screwed. And so after a year, I begged my director, give me whatever you got. I don't care. I don't care if I lose money off of this. Figure it out, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to get a phone call that I'm dead on the road because I can't do this any further. We all have taken it, well, not all, but so a lot. I understand the mentality of like, you go into the job thinking, yeah, I can do that. I can, keep going back and forth between the UK. Hey, look, I'm gonna rack up them freaking flyer miles. Let's go, baby. And then 3 years in, you're like, I can't do this no more. Well, he ain't flying the plane, so he ain't gonna crash the plane. But yeah, I can't keep going back and forth like this. It's affecting the family or whatever. So I mean, that's 1,000% a possibility. But what's also a possibility is that's just some excuse to make up for failures. What are those failures? Let's keep it a buck, bro. What the hell is PlayStation coming out with in 2024? 2025? This is the first time in a long time I have no idea what the roadmap is for PlayStation. And yes, are they making games? Absolutely, they're making games. Like, we're gonna keep the same energy. We've had like console war trolls say, pretend like Xbox wasn't making games when we didn't know what the games were, and they were lying because they Twitter trolls and they're just trolling. And I never acknowledge that nonsense because that's silly. And if you have half a brain, you know better. Clearly the studios are making games. They just haven't shown them yet. Sony is the same way. They're making games. They haven't shown them yet. But this is the first time in a long time I don't know what the heck they making. And what I do know they making, I don't trust, because you haven't proven you know how to make those kind of games yet. So I don't like it. Do not like it. You waited a year and a half to do a showcase that stunk. A year and a half. Trash showcase. And the only saving grace to your showcase for many people was that, hey, that clearly couldn't have been it. No, they got another one coming. I'm telling you, there's another one coming. There's another showcase coming later this year. It's gonna be bomb. It's gonna be everything. I'm telling you. Where at though? No showcase, huh? It ain't coming, huh? Yeah. So you look at these things and you look at that, and look, his numbers are great, right? They broke revenue records, even despite a pandemic, even despite hardware shortages. But how's that attach rate, bro? How them profit margins, bro? Like, there's definitely a case that like the reason why he's leaving isn't 100% what he's saying it is. But do we know that for certain? Not at all. We don't know that for certain. And I'm not suggesting that is the case. I'm just saying, not everything is always what it appears to be. So a lot of the narratives that people are giving on Twitter and whatnot of like, well, clearly, as if anything is clear from on the outside, clearly he's just leaving because of XYZ. It's not clear. I mean, that's clearly what they said, but that's also like, we weren't born yesterday, bro. No. or people who just immediately, oh, it's because AAA is unsustainable. That's why they fired him. What? Making AAA games is what is what their first party has been about before Jim Ryan took over. So how would he have to take the L for a focus and first party content direction that has been a mainstay of the company for far longer than him being in leadership? That don't make any sense. So I'm just saying that a lot of the narratives that people have been coming up with are really, they're not facts. They are your personal opinions that you are applying more weight and credence towards because it's what you want to believe is the reason, and you choose to ignore anything that may address those reasons or potentially negate those reasons as the reasons why it happened. I mean, this is again this because it's console wars. This is what happens all the time. We saw the same crap when Mike Ybarra left Xbox. So, and honestly, we don't know. We never know the actual reason. Like, you know, when Sean Layton left, and which is a little different than this. When Sean Layton left, it was effective immediately. I don't even think there was a nice little send-off email or anything. It was just like, Sean gone. You know, we cleared his office out. He out, peace. You know, it was a bit different. But even then, it was like, we know what Sean says about him leaving. We don't know if that's really the truth. We probably would never really know the truth. But those who are celebrating Jim going, there's no guarantee his replacement's going to be better. Did you think about that? There's no guarantee that there won't be changes to how PC ports happen. Whether they decide to stop doing PC ports, which will really piss me off, or whether they decide to go day and date with those PC ports, we don't know. So the various people celebrating the things they didn't like about Jim Ryan's regime for the past 3 years, be careful what you ask for, because you might be getting something that's much worse. Just saying. What else we got here? Oh yeah, Horizon Forbidden West. So Horizon Forbidden West, there's a complete edition, and yes, a complete edition means that it is the base game that launched with expansions, all the completed content that the game was designed to have is all there in one package. That does not mean that the game has been incomplete all this time. I just, you know, want to address some trolling and then the subsequent, you know, silliness of those who believe the trolls. By the way, I'm showing this gameplay because I got this TikTok, probably my most successful TikTok, of me going in on people who whine about the Division and it being too bullet spongy, and me telling people it's not too bullet spongy, your build stinks. And then people say, oh, well, you know, you just did that in the open world. Try that on a legendary mission, which clearly you don't play the Division. They don't have legendary missions. So this is highest difficulty for the Pentagon mission. Crap, it just ran out. Let me find next Here. It's the same mission. Yes. Yes, Jeff. One-shotting fools in the head on the highest difficulty. Because my build's nice. This is me after I killed everyone. Hold up. Let me find the clip. Is this it? There we go. Because it's a looter shooter, man. It's all about build diversity. Having the right guns, having the right gear, making sure they synergize together. Yeah, anyway. Back to Horizon. So Horizon Forbidden West, which I didn't enjoy, so I'm not going to pick this up on PC. Next month, the complete edition will be available on PlayStation 5. So if you haven't picked up Horizon Forbidden West yet, you can get the entire edition together. I think it's going to be $70, I believe. And if you've already bought everything already, then you know you already spent about $90. But early in 2024, this will be coming to PC. And it's going to be $60 for all of it. I just wanted to say that $60 for all of it. It's kind of funny to me. Yeah, $60. Anyway, it's probably gonna look amazing on PC, and I do suspect it's gonna run great on PC at launch. Why? Because Nixxes is doing the PC port, and Nixxes, if you have forgotten, or maybe you're just not up on these things, which is fine, because it's part of my audience that don't care about this kind of stuff. They don't care about minutia. They're a casual gamer. They wear that like a badge on their sleeve, a badge of honor, and they just don't care. So sometimes they need a little bit of additional information, and I am here to provide it. B Money said, "This is a late lunch, sir." B, it's always a late lunch for somebody. Sometimes yeah, I may jump in at 11 in the morning. And, that's the early lunch folks that get there at work at 7 a.m. Hey, it's lunchtime for me. And then for the late lunch people that show up at like 10 or 11, you got the late shift. You just hitting lunch. I tried to hit everybody, but good to see you, B. Good to see you, B. What was I saying about? Nixxes. So Nixxes. So the way Sony has done their PC ports up until now is that they've had a port studio for a particular developer. Nixxes was assigned to Insomniac, which makes a ton of sense. Nixxes is a studio they had actually acquired specifically to make PC ports, and they're very, very, very good at it. They've been good at it before Sony acquired them. They continue that as well. And so, because Insomniac makes the most games for PlayStation first party, it would make sense to have the best and the more efficient PC porting studio assigned to them. And then you have the unfortunate assignment of Iron Galaxy, one of the worst PC porting studios out there. Iron Galaxy that did the famously bad PC port for Arkham Knight on PC, working with Naughty Dog, and we got the disaster, which was The Last of Us Part 1, right after their very ho-hum, barely anything PC port of the Uncharted collection on PC, which was so incomplete. There was some ultra preset settings that weren't as good as the PS5 PC settings. I mean, the PS5 settings, like draw distance, which makes no sense. You have a 4090 or whatever GPU, CPUs, and all, you could have the entire rig that's more powerful than anything on a PS5 and your draw distance is still less. Makes no sense whatsoever. So yeah, Iron Galaxy stinks with PC porting. Sorry, it is what it is. And it seems to be a change here. Now I will give props to Jetpack Interactive. They did great work on God of War. Might be the most solid PC port that was made for PlayStation first party games going to PC. The God of War PC port is just chef's kiss. It's great. Maybe they might need to go ahead and acquire them as well to kind of take some of the load off of Nixxes for having to do all these PC ports, because it looks like Nixxes, and shout out to me and Forte for DPS podcast. We actually covered this a few months ago because Nixxes had come out and talked about expanding their team, getting bigger, and doing all the work that they were doing. And I think they may have also spoke about potentially doing their own IP. I can't remember if that was the case or not. It's been a while. But they did talk about making their team bigger. And the reason why they did that is because they were clearly taking on more roles. They weren't just working on Insomniac's games now. They're also now doing Guerrilla's game. And there was a PC port studio that co-developed the port for Horizon Zero Dawn with Guerrilla. That port is pretty solid now, but at launch, it was very shaky. So it would make sense that you just get it all in-house. And I actually made a tweet earlier this week where I kind of feel like, B Money confirms that they are working on their own IP. And look, BB knowing-ish, in case, you guys don't know. BB knowing some stuff, okay? So, yeah, they absolutely are working on their own IP. But what was I about to say? Let me find the thread again. What was I talking about? Nixxes. Oh, the previous one. So, Decima Engines is an awesome game engine. But it's the GDK, the game development kit for it, is Vulkan. It's not DirectX. Microsoft DirectX is Vulkan for Decima. And so when you see like Death Stranding was, I believe, Kojima Productions did their own port of that. I may have to double check that, but the Decima engine is created by Guerrilla. Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, of course, are both running on that. And that's going to be like, if Nixxes has been, real comfortable when working with Insomniac's proprietary engine, and clearly that they're going to do Spider-Man 2 on PC, right? They may take them a little bit more time to get their feet wet with Decima, so that maybe that's why this Horizon Forbidden West thing is coming out early next year with no actual like solid date yet. But I think, and it's just my opinion here, that I know they're not going to go day and date with PC ports or PC releases unless it's a live service game. Like if Factions 2 ever comes out, it's coming out on PC and PlayStation 5 at the same time, and PlayStation 4. But your single player narrative driven experiences, those games are still going to be staggered. If you're going to continue to keep staggering them, I think that you should always just go in-house if you have the ability to. Make it the best quality port you can make. Don't rely on really bad studios who are going to adversely affect your reputation due to how badly they do work. And so don't work with Iron Galaxy no more. Like, Iron Galaxy should not be on The Last of Us Part 2 PC port. You should have Nixus on that. Or Jetpack Interactive. God of War Ragnarok, probably Jetpack Interactive. Let them cook. Where the frick is Ghost of Tsushima at on PC? I want my damn Ghost of Tsushima on PC. I'm absolutely double dipping on that. But where is it? And part of the reason why, like, because you have varying degrees of talent when it comes to this stuff, part of the reason why we probably ain't heard from it is that the studio that's doing it's probably taking a while. And so why mess around with that? Look, if Nixus is 300 employees, double it. Let's go 600. Let's promote some of these people who have been doing these PC ports and into bigger leadership roles on other teams and get more of these games out and make sure there are a level of quality, the same level of quality that people expect of those games on PlayStation should be the same level of quality that we're getting from these games on PC. So that's what I want. What's up, Jet, man? Since you can always confirm that Death Stranding port information by starting that playthrough. Jet. Buddy. Pal. I am never playing Death Stranding again. It is not happening. I will not play that game again. I wouldn't play that game with your hands, okay? I'm not playing it no more. Screw that game. It ain't happening. Forte, what's up, man? I'm not talking about Jim Ryan right now. Okay, so I talked about some things about it, some things that I know that we wouldn't be talking about, which is the Twitter narrative. So because we don't be indulging in the fanboy foolishness. No, we are not messy. At DPS Podcast, we don't do messy, okay? So I talked about the messiness and how people got created their own narratives. No, well, actually, shoot, I didn't even get to that. The transparency part is, or the transparent accountability part. I didn't really get into that with Jim Ryan. I planned on it, but I could save that for later. I'll save that for DPS. I didn't try to give away. You're derailing my show right now. Just coming in here. I'm not even talking about Jim Ryan no more. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. Hey. I'm not even going to say what happened.
I already seen it, so it's too late. I already seen it on the screen.
All right, look. So you know what? I should have just left you muted, so nobody even talking to the void. I just not even address you. But no. Forte came in that was like, "Am I giving away the whole show?" And I'm not giving away the whole show. We're going to talk about Jim Ryan on DPS clearly, but we're going to be talking about things from a far more different perspective, and clearly, if you were listening earlier, you just heard me really just talking about what the fanboys is saying and all the silly narratives that really just kind of are focused on what people want it to be, want the reason to be, and that's necessarily what the actual reason is. Like, there's zero evidence that Jim Ryan got fired over ABK. First of all, he couldn't stop ABK, right? And then two, if anyone doesn't think that Jim Ryan flying all the way across the world, spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on lobbyists and whatnot trying to make this happen wasn't something that Sony was all in on from the very start, then come on, just be real here. So anyway, Horizon Forbidden West. Is that one of the topics for tonight too?
You said what?
Is Horizon Forbidden West going to PC one of the topics you got set for tonight?
Yeah, it's one of them.
All right. Well, I won't.
That's
go
in there
deep.
for you. That's in there for you too, because I know you definitely want to talk about it.
Of course.
You know, we got the complete edition coming very soon, and then early 2024 we got the PC, the God version coming. Still a boring game. But
I freaking hate Ubisoft Connect, man. Why did they do this? Like, if I don't, look, I don't know how many times I gotta say save my information, so that when I log in, I ain't gotta keep logging in because I clearly don't remember my password every time. But they just keep being like,
you don't make that thing.
We know what you said last time. We just don't.
You don't make it. You don't make it. Save like trust browser.
Yes. Every time.
It still doesn't do it.
It still doesn't do it. Sorry, Ubisoft Connect. One of the worst launchers.
Well, remember they're trying to get rid. Well, remember they're trying to delete everybody's accounts and delete their games on that platform. So you know.
Yeah. But you know what? Even though it's one of the worst launchers, I'm not one of these PC cucks that choose to refuse to use it because it's not Steam. You know, sorry.
Is Division even on Steam?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's on there.
So,
I have Division,
real, SloMo.
Division installed through Steam.
Well, let's be for real, SloMo. If all those games were available on Steam day one, that Ubisoft launch that you play launcher would never see the light of day.
Say that one more time.
I said if Steam had all those games on day one, you would have never used that Uplay launcher.
That's
same
true.
Thing
That's
with
very true.
Same thing with EA Play /Origin. If all those EA games were on Steam day one, nobody would be using Origin.
Yeah, that's also true. But
you do.
But they are there, and like choosing to not use them because they're not Steam is just like to the detriment of yourself and no one else. I need a lower. Do they allow me?
Oh, I also came here to tell you to stop being mean to the people that are supporting you on, in the live chat, like telling Jet to, behave and stuff. Jet ain't did nothing to you.
I ain't that tell Jet, but I told Jet stop trying to get me to play Death Stranding because I'm not playing.
There's nothing wrong. Listen, we're a gaming community. You should always want to play games and take suggestions from the people that want to play games.
Hold up. I always play games.
This ain't good. Listen, at least you ain't one of those people that's got in their bio.
I beat Exo Primal last night. Okay, I beat Exo Primal last night, and I absolutely did not enjoy it for 85% of the time. Okay.
And why did you play it?
We hear all those sounds, SloMo. The audio issues continue. No, what sound? Are you talking about the window sound? You're supposed to hear that. I'm sorry, I can't block that out.
Wait a minute, you don't have Oh, that doesn't matter for that. Why don't you got that turned off?
What, the window sounds?
You got all your stuff coming through desktop audio? Your game coming through desktop audio?
Well, yeah, desktop audio, yeah.
Oh man, that's why.
Well,
mute your desktop audio.
If I mute the desktop audio, people aren't going to hear the game because I'm playing the game.
No, I'm talking about
PC.
like your notifications. Mute your notifications. SloMo want to mute his notifications. That he'll lose all his connection to Twitter.
No one's hearing stuff like that. What are you talking about? Who's online? John.
They hear those Discord. They hear those Discord notifications. That's what they're hearing. You could put it in streamer mode and you won't hear Discord notifications.
The audio is super loud. Why is this always a thing?
Is Ubisoft?
Let me just drop all this down.
Well, sir, I just came in here to mess with you for a second and tell you how much I missed you and I love you and I care about you and You know, if you ever needed 25, and if you ever needed $25, I'll send it to
you. I won't ask. Don't worry.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying I'll send you 500.
I'm only asking. I'm only asking because I really need it, but can you send me $1,200 so I can get me a 4080?
Yeah, disregard that.
Let me just keep it a buck. Hey, this is the episode about transparency and accountability. Hey, look, man, I don't really need food. I just want a 4080. Can you send me $1,200 over the course of 3 months, please? And thank you.
No, and then when you send it on Twitter, I mean, when you send it on Cash App, make sure you tag it, you know, for car note. So people can think, so they can think that it's actually so they can think it's for an actual bill.
Right.
Man, it was wild. That was wild yesterday, bro. That was so wild.
Shout out to Yobi. That situation broke my heart. Yobi, did you give to him too? Because, like, look, Yobi, you are a very, I got so much respect for you, man, and you are very
generous,
you're kind and generous dude. So I absolutely can see him coming at you with one of these sob stories to get money from you, and I can absolutely see you just with no question giving whatever you had to give. No comment. I think I can. We got it. We got it, bro.
Oh, Dragon Yobi said, "Yo, listen. First of all, I don't want to make that was just me making fun. Like anybody that gave somebody money out of the kindness of their heart, that's not against you. That's me making fun of that scenario isn't really you. It's just making fun of the scenario that there's literally people out here that tell people that they need help. And when good people actually go out of their way to help them, they ruin it for everybody else. It's like, you know, now you got people that's going to be really looking sideways at anybody that kind of does need any type of help. And I'm not saying, you know, a grown man can't take care of their own responsibilities. You should be able to do that as a grown man. But, you know, hard times do happen. And if you do have friends and you do have people that are willing to, you know, come to your aid every once in a while, there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, so I don't hold anything, no ill will. I'm not going to say people got cut or anything by stuff like that. But all this does is just really open up and show that we don't really know these people that we proclaim that we know. Even if we've been talking to them for years and stuff, you know, there's a very small subsection of people that I can literally say that are my absolute friends on this platform. And I'm in a party with one of them right now.
Big facts.
Not too many people. Yeah, I can't, as much as I love a lot of these people in this community, I can't go that far with them because you don't truly know people like that. And I think that's kind of where a lot of people kind of lost their way a little bit, you know, letting their generosity really shine through without really thinking about, should I really be doing this? And, you know, now everybody learned a lesson from it. And it's unfortunate for anybody that does kind of need help in the future. But trust me, that ain't going to.
Forza, you dropped out there. I couldn't hear you. Maybe he's having audio issues, but Yobi, let me just say this to Yobi. Don't take. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking earlier about this, because I probably the vast majority of the stream is me addressing that situation with Dre. I also feel very betrayed. He never came to me for money, but I had a lot of respect for him and a lot of. I thought he was a different person, and so for me, I was very disappointed in what I learned a few days earlier, and then kind of see how that played out and how he chose to continue to keep lying in light of everything, of all that was coming out, receipts being shown on him. Clearly, he's lying in the moment, and it's just like everyone sees it, and he continued to double down on it. Really pissed me off. So please don't take me and Forte joking about it a little bit earlier as us not respecting other people's feelings on it, not addressing how serious this is, and making light of how he treated other people.
Right.
Sometimes I'm a jerk and I joke about things I shouldn't joke about, and I do that because sometimes that's my way of just getting over my frustration with things and people that disappoint me. So charge that to me, if anything. But if you ever want to talk about it, hit me up on DM. We can talk. Whenever you're ready to talk. Because clearly, like, I actually, even during the space last night, I thought about you because I know that, like, you run in some of the same circles that I run in and he ran in. And so if he was hitting up everybody that was kind of just, also there in those circles, so even people who were kind of very new to the community, it just automatically I thought about, like, man, he probably hit up Yobi. And so
yeah,
whenever you don't have to answer anything if you don't want to.
And bro.
Whenever you want to go talk about it, it's all up to you, bro. But I hope you don't stop being who you are, because that's the last thing that I would want. And I would say, like, it would be really unfortunate if other people stop being the kind of person that they are because of what one douchebag chose to do. So,
right, yeah, we know the real ones out here. Trust me, the ones that are really about furthering friendships and just trying to help other people get on and be be just amazing people. And trust me, that's how I always look at you. So whenever you're ready, man, don't even worry about all that other stuff. And I get it. So, but that's the thing. There's a lot of people out there that feel like that, and that definitely came through in that space yesterday, and it was very unfortunate and something definitely a lot of people took to heart.
Yeah. And okay, I'm glad I didn't go into there quite yet, because it seems like they've kept my loadouts, but they started me off at level 1, so I don't have any of the attachments.
Yeah, you broke the game. That's okay.
Ah, shut up. Oh, never mind. The stuff is here. It's just I don't have to unlock it. That's cool. But I don't remember how I had this kitted out. I'll figure this. I'm probably gonna end up changing all of this anyway, but whatever. Is there a max number? I can't remember. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, the pistol. You good, bro?
Yeah, it just went down the wrong way. What game is this?
Why do you say this every time I play?
Is this really Division?
Yeah, this is Division. This is Division.
No, it's not. This is definitely not Division. What the hell is this? What game is this? What game is this?
This I've tried to get you to play this game with me before.
What game is this?
I'll let you figure it out.
Why you want me to figure it out? Just tell me. What game is this? Trash game? Oh, X Defiant? Oh, no. Oh, no. Thank you for Thank you. My associate was like, that's X Defiant. That's trash.
Audible says, this is a long lunch. Is it? I've been live for an hour and a half.
It's almost dinner now.
It's 4 o'clock.
Listen, man, dinner with SloMo literally needs to become a thing.
I'm a SloMo. Now I need to eat.
You gonna put up?
I never eat. I never eat during lunchtime with SloMo. Y'all eat. I talk, run my mouth, and play a game. Dinner time with SloMo, I'm eating. Bump all that. I'm eating food. You're just gonna be just hearing me munch in a microphone.
You know what? Yeah.
This map
Dinner time with SloMo.
This is a new map. It's like a haunted area kind of thing. Okay. Oh, they changed the way this looks now. Okay, I don't want this.
All right, Slow. Enjoy the rest of your show, brother. I see you in 6 hours. Well, not 6 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours. 4 hours and 54 minutes. Well, actually, you won't show up till 9 o'clock exactly.
No, I chose the wrong loadout.
8:58.
Zone control. You're on the attack.
Wait a minute. Is this the? It is this the one.
Is Ramon still in here?
Not the. We mean what? Like in the chat?
Yeah, I don't see it anymore though.
This doesn't make any sense. Like I tried to change. This isn't the loadout. Why? Have you played this game before? I need you to start calling games trash that you've never played.
Oh, well, there. I was just trying to get a reaction out of you, sir, but, you're right. See how easy that was, SloMo, to admit when you're wrong?
Who did?
All right, I'll see you in a couple hours, bro.
All right, man.
Later, chat.
These guys decided to spawn camp us right off the break. Wait. How do I have my loadout? Okay. This takes forever to capture. Oh my god, come on. Yo, why does my loadout not work? I need to get that fixed because I set up a loadout. I chose it, and then wow, I'm dead. And then the loadout doesn't stay. It's just like this is not even the weapon I chose, man. Stupid. Okay. Man, it's burning me. See, this is not the gun I chose, man. This is not on SMG. It can't even. Oh crap. How do I mean, I don't know how to. Okay, here we go. This isn't the loadout. I mean, at least I don't think it. And look, there's still no actual scope. So the loadout I chose had a scope, and I don't have a scope here. Oh, he's right there.
This fight's almost over, compay.
Dang! This man headshot me immediately. He says the aim assist any better for controllers. I didn't have a problem with the aim assist, but you know what? Let me check that because some other things were different. Oh, now my scope is here. Okay. So I think my loadout just showed up. The very first time I played this, the game was we definitely did not win that. I would go into the shooting range, and then in the shooting range, the game. Lady, see you later, Lady Foxfire. the shooting range, I would make adjustments based upon the shooting range, go into the game, and it would be completely different than the game. So I have not taken the shooting range into account ever since then. So I'm just testing it in the game as is. Di said I had to have a positive KD today, so you know, I guess I did okay, but not playing it forever and not being able to get my loadout or anything working correctly. I see why this. Well, I don't think this was the reason why they got denied on Xbox or PlayStation, because clearly games can not have stuff working correctly, and Xbox and PlayStation to be a-okay with it. Okay, so this is, yeah. Okay, maybe I didn't choose the right loadout initially, but why is... I think I got thrown off because it said SMG loadout. Hold up. Is it custom? I don't remember. Actually, I don't know if I want to do that mode. What's Occupy? Take control of a single capture zone. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And I said I was going to check the settings. I don't remember where I had my my settings set for anyway. But... Ooh, the ghillie suit one. Dude.
Enemies on the zone.
See, custom. See, all right. So that's on me. That's on me for just not knowing what the heck I was doing.
Took him out.
That slide. It's kind of crap.
Capturing.
Come on, stick out. I'm playing like trash. I have no idea how I'm still alive.
Enemies on the zone. Capture zone contested. Capturing.
Oh, who shot me? Oh, snap. Hold on.
Frag out. Situation has changed. The capture zone is moving. Capturing. Enemy dead. Zone is in danger.
Okay. Glacian, what's up, man? See, Occupy is probably my favorite mode when I play. Yeah, man, Occupy, I like Occupy. I think it's the only mode I really play in this, honestly. I don't play the other modes. Oh.
Capturing. Capture zone contested.
I don't know what happened to the slide. The slide was better than this. The slide, like, it seems like it's like a chunky boy trying to slide, and he ain't going nowhere. This is not. The slide was better than this. What are you trying to roll up on, homie? Ow! You.
Take the zone.
All right. Okay. You know what? Oh no. Homie. My map awareness is awful today. Cause I'm not even looking at the map. Not even looking around. Not even being smart about things. What? You. How? I mean, how? I don't know. I do not know. SloMo playing kids that just got home from school. But hey, you know what, Gregor? I expect that from you. I do expect that. What is that? Ooh. I'm 13-4, but we're clearly working on. Was this match going on before I got here? Cause some death numbers is up there.
We're on the zone.
All right. What? Wow, that dude got killed immediately. Oh yeah, this. I don't even know what this does again exactly. Oh, snap. Oh. Some of them kids got skill and COD. Hey, in the shoes. Let me tell you what's the funniest thing in the world. And it's like I said, one of my best friends, right? One of my best friends, his son is just getting into gaming. And it's a wonderful thing to see like our kids grow up and they start to really enjoy gaming and everything, right? And his son's 8 years old. And oh snap. What was that? What did he hit me? I don't even know what he hit me. And he's getting into Fortnite. He loves Fortnite. I mean, kids in. Okay, look, hit detection. I don't know what that was. I shot this man. Half my magazine went into him and just didn't register. All right, whatever. Son's been playing Fortnite. This kid's so good at Fortnite. Yo, he is so good at Fortnite, and it's crazy just seeing like this little boy, like he's clearly a squeaker, right? He's 8 years old, you know, voice all high pitched and everything. What? Stupid. Ooh. Gonna reload. Ah, that's on me. That's on me. But he's so good, man. Like people don't be sleeping on these kids, man. These kids know what's up.
Serves them right.
Shit, that was a slide. Just do the sound effects.
Protect the zone. Capture zone contested.
25 and 12. All right. Is that good enough for you, Deli? Is that good enough? 25 and 12.
Securing the zone. Capture zone
Great.
is changing location. Enemies on the zone.
Kids are here, so I'm gonna have to make this my last match. So sorry that we didn't get to play very much, but I'm gonna have to go handle family stuff. Oh crap! Forgot about
Conquer the capture zone.
you can turn
Comrade.
invisible.
We're on the
Dang.
zone. The situation has changed. Capture zone is moving. Enemies on the
What?
zone.
All right, yeah. Where's the hit detection at, man? I'm shooting this guy in the back of the head.
We're on the
Let me get out of here. What is happening? That one was on me though, because I clearly just shot him first and I didn't hesitate it, but
revenge kill. Serves them right. Securing the zone.
that's your face, bro.
Enemies on the zone.
Oh, that's the zone over there. I have not been paying attention.
Capture zone contested. Capturing.
We're losing. Yo, I've been a bad teammate, man. I have not been paying attention at all to what the purpose is. I have no idea what that bubble thing is. Like, what is that? Like, I don't understand. Like, he shows up and I die immediately. Is all I know.
Frag out.
Ooh. Ah.
Protect the zone. Zone is moving.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close.
Around with their goggles on.
He's got the shield up. Hit detection is what I'm talking about.
Serves them right.
Oh boy. I hate bunny shooters.
You won a battle.
Battlefield 3 was prime bunny shooting. They need a new animation. The whole like, hey, what's up? Hey, I gotcha. You know, that whole little thing they do is the same thing every single time. Ew, 30 and 20. Not great. Not bad, but not great. This dude has 61 and 31. Good grief. Alright. We're gonna get up out of here. Because clearly, as I've been told, this is way too long for a lunch. So, whatever, sure. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Let me reiterate once again. Transparency, accountability. We in this community, we gotta hold each other accountable to the things that we do, the things that we say. And nap time, old man. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely nap time. But no, appreciate all you guys for coming through. Appreciate everyone who was here. Let me try to go through the list of people that came through, and please forgive me if I miss anyone. But shout out to Agent Deli, Die for coming through, Ice Queen Gaming, Def Lloyd, John the Don, Lady Foxfire, Def Lloyd. I think I said Def Lloyd. That guy submitting, Neil S, Jeff B Gaming, John the Don, Cult Classic Cage, Cassie, Audible, Arch War Angel, Meds, Troubleshoot Gaming in the house, King Metro Chan. I said Jeff B Gaming. If I didn't say Jeff B Gaming, Web Dave. Shout out to all you guys. Glacian in the house, Ramon Terrell, aka Trevor Birdsong. Trevor Birdsong of Glacier Falls, Idaho. You know, random town in random town Hallmark Channel universe. RWK88. Shout out to you. Shout out to Simeon. Shout out to Jedi, who still trying to get me to play Death Stranding. It's not going to happen yet. It is never, ever going to happen. Unless someone forces me to do it through a membership tier. But otherwise, it's not happening. Oh, man. B Money. Be known-ish. Thank you for coming through, man. Gregor for being a slanderous jerk. Anyway, no, let me get up out of here. Got a couple things to finish up, but hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Please join us tonight, DPS Podcast, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Gaming Forte's channel, as well as the DPS channel. I'm going to be dual streaming, and because I'm the one managing the DPS channel tonight, you can be rest assured there will not be a multitude of glitches and errors in the audio. So if you want to watch it there, or if you want to watch it on Forte's channel, it's up to you. It's your choice, but we appreciate you coming through regardless. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, guys, and play some games. How about that? I'm out.